this is how I made the lead bass sound for the second drop of movement. This is like the first actual YouTube video for the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing and hit that bell button so that you're notified whenever I post anything new. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be looking at is the actual sound we started with in GMS called Mirage TE under the basses section. And if you just play it on a normal keyboard, it kind of sucks. It's like a lead sound. I was like, why is it in basses? Let's actually pitch it down. Let's go down like a couple of octaves. And that sounds kind of cool. I mean, damn. So put the melody in there, got that thing going. Next thing we're going to be looking at is basic processing. The first thing I did was EQ, which is like usually first thing you do on anything. Just give it a bit of bump there at the low end just to make it nice and warm. Make it a full bass sound now, as well as the high end, just to keep that grit. Because as you can see on the actual synthesizer, I added distortion. So just to keep it that grit, it gave it a lot of character to the sound. Next thing I did was reverb. I love using reverb on pretty much all my sounds ever. Sounds without reverb sound weird, empty, fake. So I'm not sure what I did actually with the reverb. Let me check that out and then I'll tell you. Just loading up the track here so that I actually know what I'm talking about. Oh, okay, this is a cool trick. I want you to try this. If you have this reverb, Fruity Reverb 2, if you have Fruity Reverb 2, try this trick. It's really cool. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill the decay time, make it like nothing. Then with the fusion, you can make it kind of big, right? No, not big, small as possible. Nothing, like it's gonna make that like whatever form you got on the screen is gonna like just get smaller. With room size, you want to just kill it. So just have a triangular room. Creates this weird bounce, creates a stereo separation effect. Super cool, try it. Yeah, that's what I did with reverb. That's actually what I did with reverb. Next up, crossbeat. You gotta add like I use crossbeat mainly for like rhythmical stuff and sometimes effects. But it's really cool because you have the timeline thing that you can work with. So sidechain, get that real movement. Next thing I got on the actual chain was a limiter. This is compressor on steroids, but it's okay because we want that punchy kind of bass going on. And so that, we added this effect, the effector. Really cool effects, especially because you can automate like almost all the parameters on there. So super cool, super dank. I used it in the build-up to create a high-pass filter so that you lose all the low end, forget about all that low energy. When the drop hits, it's actually like, ha-bah! Yo, thank you so much for watching this video. If you actually made it this far, shout out, because wow. And yeah, like it if you like it, subscribe if you want to, and if you do subscribe, consider hitting the bell so that you get notified whenever I drop anything new. Peace.